Hello everybody, this is Natachu, and at last week's Mac users group meeting we talked about screencasting. We talked a lot about how to use the tools in order to screencast. It would be kind of hard for me to showcase those tools online, so if you have any questions about how to utilize those tools, please give me a call, shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to help you out with that. If you're familiar with screencasting and would like to go ahead and get started, this screencast is for you because we're going to go through how to set up a screencast. The first thing that I like to do before I set up a screencast is go into my system preferences. I'm going into Spotlight and typing in system preferences. Clicking on displays. Whoops, I'm sorry. Click on accessibility, then display. Then you got this cursor size. I like to get that a little bigger. That's a pretty big cursor. That's a pretty good size. Now, why would you want to do that? You want to do that because you want everyone to see your cursor. Simple as that. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Now, you want people to see what it is that you're recording. If I was to do a screencast on this Microsoft Word document and I tried to type something in, you can't read that. Little pop-up. We'll get into that in a moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the zoom on my document to fit the page width. That way, whoever's viewing the screencast can see this word nice and big, can see my cursor nice and big. You may notice as I was recording this that there was a couple pop-ups, and that brings me to my next thing, what you don't want people to see. I'm going to hold down the command key, then I'm going to tap tab one time. I'm going to tap tab again, and again, and again. These are all the applications that I have open. And if I let go of the command key with mail highlighted, it will bring up mail. I'm going to do the control key and Q to quit mail. I am going to quit pages. I held down the command key and hit tab a couple times. Quit pages. And I'm going to quit Safari. So all I should have is my recording program, my next demo, and Microsoft Word. Ooh, excuse me. I am going to hide this, and I'm going to hide this. Some people are very conscious about their desktop being recorded. I am not particularly one of those people. This is the work stuff that I'm working on right now. So don't like my mess, don't come into my kitchen. I don't know what to say to that. So what we're going to do is, if you're one of those people that don't want people viewing your desktop, there's a free app called Desktop Curtain. I'm going to click on my Spotlight and type in desktop. Do a Google search for Desktop Curtain. And all it does is provides a curtain for your desktop. Pretty cool. Now, when you run this program, it doesn't have a little icon that runs, so you would have to bring it up and then hit the quit button in order to get rid of it. Desktop curtain. If you close this out, it doesn't quit the program, it's still running in the background. For those of you who like a neater presentation, this would be a nice icing on the cake tip. But I'm going to bring back Microsoft Word. Now, earlier, I set my zoom to page width so I could see the entire document. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to open up Chrome. I'm going to go to YouTube here. Now this is a nice size to be recording if you're going to be doing a screencast on a web page. If you need to make it bigger or make it smaller because it's too big, there's a keyboard shortcut for that. If you hold down the command key, then hit the plus sign, it will zoom in to the web page. I'm going to do it one more time. Now it's too big. If I hold down the command key, then hit minus, I could shrink this down a whole lot. There. Now I can go in and I could do my thing, click here, click there, you know, talk about what it is that I'm doing as I'm presenting. When you do a screencast, it's best to use a script and stick to the script. The reason why I say that is if you plan on uploading your screencast to, let's say, YouTube, or you plan on creating captions for your video using Camtasia, all you got to do is copy that info from your script, paste it into Camtasia to create your captions, or save your script as a text file and upload that to YouTube, and boom, you got instant captions. When you're recording and you're done with your recording, you want to take a moment to stop, then hit the end button. The reason why you want to stop is you don't want the program to stop while you're in mid-sentence or while you're moving the mouse and then selecting stop recording as you're talking, because it's more of a clean presentation if you allow that last 2 seconds than delete out the last second after the fact. It's not a biggie, but it does make your screencast recording a little bit more professional. And earlier I was talking about waiting a couple of moments before you start recording. Well, you could trim those couple of moments before you begin recording and trim a couple of moments at the end, and you'll have a nice recording at the end. Otherwise, if you don't do that, this is what's going to